Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah. I'm an occupational therapist, and I currently work in home health, where part of my job is to go into people's houses, assess their risk for falls, and then come up with a plan to help keep them safe. And I am so excited to be here with you all today and share with you some of my favorite tips and tricks for reducing falls. So let's go ahead and get started with our class for today. Now, the first thing that we need to know are what are those risk factors that contribute to falls, right? There's the physical risk factors, and these are personal factors like difficulties with balance, mobility, any decreased strength or visual problems, or those decreased reaction times. Then we have the environmental risk factors, and these are our external factors, things like poor lighting, uneven floors or wet floors, or any obstructed walkways. And finally, we have the mental and emotional risk factors. Depression, fear of falling. A lot of people have this fear of falling, and it really does contribute to our risk for falls. So, now that we know all of the different risk factors, let's break them down and talk about different strategies that you can do to help keep yourself safe. We'll start with the environmental risk factors. So, what are some ways that you can modify your environment to reduce your fall risk? The first thing that you can do is remove all of the clutter. If you have anything on the floor that is obstructing those walkways, you want to make sure to pick it up, put it away, get rid of any trip hazards, right? This way you have nothing to stumble over. And if you have throw rugs, we do recommend that you get rid of these, throw them away. They are a trip hazard and it happens all the time. People get their feet caught in the corners of those rugs. Any electronic cords, you want to move them up against the wall so that they're out of the way as well. And then safety in the bathroom. Now, if you don't already have grab bars installed and you're having trouble getting in and out of the tub, you want to get some grab bars installed in there. Make sure to get them installed by a professional. They do need to go into the right spots and position on the wall so that they'll be sturdy enough to hold you. And these ones are a lot more stable than the ones that you can buy at Walmart with the suction cups. So if you're going to do it, get them done, get it right by a professional. Once you have those grab bars installed, make sure to hold onto the grab bars and not hold on to the towel racks or the shower curtain or anything else to try and support yourself. If you are concerned about your balance, you can also invest in a tub or shower chair. The one in this picture here is called a tub transfer bench, and depending on your needs, you can get different kinds. But this way you can sit down, relax, and enjoy your shower. You can even get one of those long handled sponges and wash your feet, wash your back, and not even have to worry about your balance. And then finally, for getting out of the shower or tub, if you're sitting down, you want to make sure to dry those feet before you step out, and or you can invest in one of those non-skid mats that you can place right outside the shower. So when you step out, you can dry your feet off before you step onto the floor. We don't want wet or slippery floors. And then finally, safe footwear. So this really does make a difference, right? Wearing a tennis shoe or a shoe like the one in the bottom picture here is going to provide more support and security for our feet when you're walking. You want to avoid shoes that will slip off your feet like flip-flops or slippers, especially if you're doing a long walk outside in the neighborhood. And if you're the type of person that likes to wear socks around your house, you can do this, but make sure that you get the socks with the non skid grip on the bottom to help prevent slipping and sliding around the home. Now, let's take a look at some of those physical risk factors. So, how can we address physical risk factors, things like impaired balance or mobility, in order to help reduce our fall risk? One thing you can do to address these physical risk factors is if you've noticed any changes in your balance or mobility, get a referral from your doctor for a physical and or occupational therapist like myself who can come and assess your personal needs and give you specific exercises that will improve your functional skills based on your current abilities. And some exercises that have been proven to improve balance include Tai Chi, yoga, as well as strength training. So you can try some of these at home. I know there's different YouTube videos out there or classes that you can take to try and improve your balance through these specific activities. Today, I am going to demonstrate for you a quick and easy seated balance exercise that we'll do together, and it's something you can practice on your own to help improve your balance. Before we get started with today's exercise, we want to make sure that we are sitting in our chairs in a position so that our feet can be flat on the floor. So if you need to scoot your bottom forward in your chair, go ahead and do so now. And then from here, we are going to interlock our fingers. So put your hands together, interlock those fingers. And I want you to reach both arms straight forward and then lean into it as far as you feel comfortable. So we're reaching, we're leaning, and then bring those arms back. Then you can also do the same thing, but reaching out to the side. So we're going to reach out to the side and we're leaning into it, right? It's really that leaning that challenges our balance and works our core muscles here, and that'll help you improve your skills. So reach and lean, and then go to that other side. So here we go, reaching and leaning to the side. That is one easy to do seated balance exercise that you can get started with today in order to work on those physical risk factors, improving your balance in order to help prevent falls. Finally, what is a way that we can address those mental and emotional risk factors that lead to falls, right? That fear of falling. One strategy or tool that you can try to use is called visualization. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with visualization, it is a technique where instead of actually performing a task or action, you are visualizing yourself performing that task or action or visualizing your desired outcome. And there is research out there that shows that this really does work, that visualizing an outcome can lead to that outcome. It's used as a rehabilitation technique to improve function after injury or illness. It's also something that's commonly used by athletes to practice and improve their skills or picture themselves winning a game. Here is a list of all of the things that visualization has been proven to accomplish. And I think the most important ones as it relates to those mental and emotional risk factors when it comes to falls are these first two. Visualization has been proven to program the mind and muscles prior to the action to increase confidence. And it's also been proven to reframe from negative to positive outcomes. Now, how do you do this? How do you use visualization? Try to think of a specific task that you would like to be able to perform better, and then close your eyes and picture yourself performing that task exactly how you'd like to be able to do it. And you always want to picture a positive outcome. For example, if you want to feel more balanced while you are performing those dynamic standing activities like reaching, for instance, reaching to grab clothes out of the closet or putting dishes away, you want to picture yourself reaching with good balance, stability, and confidence during the task. Or for another example, if you want to feel more balanced and confident when you're walking, for instance, when you're walking from your bed to the bathroom or walking around your neighborhood, imagine walking with a steady, balanced gait. And remember, always picture a positive outcome. That is all the information we have time for today. I hope that you learned some different useful tools and strategies that you can apply to your daily life to increase your safety and reduce your fall risk. And if you're interested in learning more, getting more information about how you can prevent falls, check out moveot.org programs and click on our fall prevention class to find out all the different strategies to help make yourself as safe as you can possibly be.